Hi guys, Pase Bowler here. We are now on the third game for this February 24th NBA Game Day edition. This is the game between Cleveland Cavaliers and Houston Rockets. Before we start talking about these two teams, I'm inviting everyone who have not joined our YouTube channel yet. Please click on the subscribe button below and click on the bell button as well. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever there are new videos uploaded. All right. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Houston Rockets. Let's take a look at the standings of both teams. Let's start with Cleveland Cavaliers. For Cleveland Cavaliers, they are the number 14 team of the Eastern Conference with 11 wins and 21 losses. Man, they won last night. That was a 1-point thriller against the Atlanta Hawks. And before that, man, that was such a long losing streak. They were on a 10-game losing streak. And like 5 out of those 10 losses were like double-digit losses, like 20 points, 25 points. So yesterday's victory, I know it was just a 1-point win, but perhaps that made it a little bit sweeter for them. And let's see if they would be able to add another, and perhaps, let's see if they could do back-to-back. Their opponent, part of the Western Conference, is also not having a good season. They're the number 14 team of the West as well. They have a record of 11 wins and 18 losses, so they have the same number, the same amount, or the same number of wins. Houston Rockets just have a little less of the number of losses. They only have 18. But Houston Rockets got a losing streak of their own. Man, they're about to reach what Cleveland did. Houston Rockets right now has an 8-game losing streak. So we'll see what's going to happen on here. Looking at the details of this game, this one will be played 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 8:30 a.m. Manila. Game will be played at Cleveland, so Cleveland will be enjoying the home court advantage. Spread given is +2 Cleveland, -2 Houston. Obviously, in terms of fatigue factor, it will be against Cleveland because they had a game last night, and again it was a thriller, so legs must be tired. Although the fatigue might be covered, it might be overwhelmed by the excitement and by the happiness that they had when they got that W. But Houston is well rested. That's all we are sure of, because again, they didn't have any game last night. Now let's take a look at the injury list for Houston Rockets. They still won't have Exum, Christian Wood, and Oladipo. For Wood and Exum, it would still be not until March, I guess, when we would hear as to when they would be playing. For Oladipo, it's questionable whether he would be playing or not, but highly likely he won't. It's been a while since we've seen him suit up for Houston Rockets, actually. And for PJ Tucker, it is actually probable that he would be suiting up for them. But for Eric Gordon, highly likely he would not be playing as well. Hopefully he would, because Eric Gordon can easily give them 10 points or 15 points, especially if his 3-point shooting would click for them. Now let's take a look at Cleveland Cavaliers. For Cleveland Cavaliers, well, we all know Kevin Love's not there. Dellavedova's not there. Drummond has been sidelined, and they're waiting for the trade destination of this dude. Larry Nance is injured, and he's expected to be out for a few weeks. Taurean Prince is also expected not to suit up for this particular game, and this is due to some ankle injuries. Okay, so this is one of the hardest games to choose a winner from, because both teams suck at this point. Both teams are, again, the second to the last team on their respective conferences, both number 14. Cleveland Cavaliers had a 10-game losing streak. Houston Rockets, they're on an 8-game losing streak. So I'm gonna just pick the team who has some advantages, and perhaps it's almost a toss coin, really. But I'm also looking at the matchups. For the centers, it's going to be obviously Allen for Cleveland Cavaliers. And I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but DeMarcus Cousins has been released by Houston Rockets already. And I'm not sure if you guys have seen their new center, Justin Patton. I saw him play last time. He is a youngster who can ball, man. I love the way he blocks the ball. He has perfect timing. He doesn't jump right away, and he jumps fast. That's what I love about this dude, and that's what he is actually proud about. He keeps on yapping that he can defend. And when I saw him play last night, no, not last night, but a couple of nights back, man, he truly can defend. So it's gonna be that important matchup. It's gonna be either Tucker or Allen, and maybe in the starting five, or I don't know if they're willing to put Patton in the starting role right now against Allen. If Patton would be able to at least hold his ground against Allen, then Houston Rockets got a good chance. Or if Allen would be able to bully this young dude in Patton, Rockets might be in trouble. Now I'm looking at the point guard matchup. This one's more interesting because this one should be John Wall going up against Sexton. Both players are fast. Both players can shoot, and it's just, again, for me, it's just really up to who wants it more. And but I'm siding on John Wall on this matchup because he's got more experience, and I'm pretty sure that John Wall would have a bit of pride. I know they know that they're on an 8-game losing streak, and they know that Cleveland Cavaliers is a losing team as well. So I'm sure John Wall would pretty much do anything in his power to grab this win. But for me, the ones who would truly identify if this game would win or not would be the other, so to speak. So I'm talking about David Nwaba, the likes of Ben McLemore, House. Those are for Houston Rockets. At the same time, their rookie Jay Sean Tate. I wasn't convinced with the way he played last time out against Chicago Bulls, but Tate can actually play. Tate can score. Tate can rebound. Tate can defend. So if those players can actually show up for Rockets, man, Cleveland Cavaliers just don't have a lot of players to show as well. So I hope Houston Rockets can figure that out, and John Wall should be able to lead this team into a victory, which would break this 8-game losing slump that they've been having. So my pick on this one would be Houston Rockets. Is it -2? Let me check. My pick on this one would be Houston Rockets -2. That's right. Again, Houston Rockets -2. If you're waiting for the other teams, just hang in there. We'll be working on it, and we will be uploading them as soon as possible. Peace out. Pass and love. God bless.